Hi, I'm Nick Casamassimo. I am the concierge realtor for Palm Beach and Broward counties. I'm sending you this video because you've probably seen my online profile when searching for properties in South Florida. I'd like to share with you, if you don't mind, two specific things that I do for my buyer clients. And it's my hope that in this video you'll get to know a little bit more about me and some of the things that I do for my clients that allows them to find the perfect house at the perfect price. So two things that I do. So the first thing is accessibility. I am accessible to my clients 24/7. So morning, afternoon, evening, late evening, weekends, weekdays, holidays, does not matter. I am available. I have my cell phone glued to me, so you can call me, you can text me, you can email me, and I will respond either right then and there or within an hour or so. I'm not part of a team, so you're dealing with me directly. You're not dealing with other folks. So that's the first thing, accessibility. Second thing is I like to consider myself an infocentric agent. And what that means is that I provide as much information as I possibly can to all of my clients. So I do that in a couple of ways. The first way is through technology. I will sit down or talk with buyers for an extended period of time and get an understanding of what they specifically want in their perfect property. And then after kind of ascertaining all that information, I'll then sign them up to a subscription. No cost to them, and it basically ties it into the MLS, the multiple listing service. And essentially, when a property hits that search and comes on the market, an email gets blasted to the client. So ultimately, they get to see in real time the inventory in the area that they're focused on. So that's pretty big. Second thing is I sign all of my clients up, should they want to, into what's called the portal. The portal is an online platform that takes all of the emails that I send to them of their properties and puts it into one single point of access. A couple of things here. First is clients are able to prioritize and organize these properties in any way they see fit. So they can label what they like, what they don't like. They can write notes on the property. They can send me emails about that property directly. So that's the first thing regarding the portal. The second thing, which is probably the biggest feature of the portal, is it provides you with details that you normally don't get in some of the online sites that are out there. It provides you details regarding condo fees, HOA fees, exposure of the building or property. Is it facing east, west, north, south? What are the leasing restrictions? What are the pet restrictions? It provides all this great information that is at the fingertips of each buyer. And that's something that most people don't have, and most agents don't provide their clients. The reason why I think agents don't provide this to their clients is because I think they feel like it devalues them as agents or as the professionals. To be honest, I totally disagree. I think that the more information that my clients have, the more ability that they can see the bigger picture, and the better they are in understanding kind of my thought processes when I come up with recommendations. So that's kind of the technology that's provided. The next thing that I provide all my clients is CMA. So CMA is a comparative market analysis. So if a buyer is very much interested in a property, what I'll do is I will let them know what other properties have sold in the area that are similar, that are dissimilar, and we can then kind of come to an understanding of what the property is really valued at. So that's done on any property that my clients request. Regardless of all this information that's provided to the client will come up with some other questions, what I call miscellaneous questions. So let's say a building, something's being built next door or 2 blocks down, and the buyer wants to know, well, is that going to obstruct my view? Is that going to devalue my house? Is it going to increase the value of my property? I need to know I need to know the answer to that. Or what are the specific bylaws within the community on X, Y, and Z? These are all questions that I will either answer right then and there. If I can't answer right then and there, I will find the answer probably by the end of the day. So that's another thing that I provide my clients. Another thing is I have a really great network of service companies that are out there that are really tied to real estate. So these are title agents, insurance agents, inspectors, general contractors, and so forth. So all of my clients will have access to these folks who have been vetted by me, who are the creme de la creme within their respective service fields. Excuse me. So with all this information being provided, it's inevitable that the buyer will identify what they think their perfect property is. And once we find that perfect property, the next step is to come up with a strategy for an offer, as well as then negotiate within a good price point. And that's kind of going to be, that would be my job, to get them to negotiate at the best price point, so you're getting a house or a specific property at a really good deal. And then once the offer is actually accepted by the seller, then at that point I would walk you through from soup to nuts, what happens from inspection period all the way to closing. And I'll do so to remove any barriers, to do it in a seamless way possible, so there's no stress on you. Okay, so that's typically what I do for my buyer clients. There's a lot of other things, but those are two things that I really focus on that I think you get maximum benefit. So accessibility and info-centric practices. So I know that there are a lot of agents out there, and there are some fantastic agents. There are some okay agents, and there are a lot of not so good agents. So I want to make sure that whoever you choose, whether it's me or somebody else, that you pair yourself up with somebody that works best with you and is really looking out for your best interest. And hopefully what I've conveyed today is there are three things characteristics that I think I possess that is really important to be successful in this industry. Number one, I know my stuff cold. I mean, micro, macro trends, I know better than most agents. And if there is a question that you have, it will get answered, whether it's right then and there or by the close of the day. I definitely will answer all questions that you have. The second thing is tenacity. I'm tenacious. I will stop at nothing to make sure that you get your perfect house at your perfect price. And then finally, my reputation is so important to me. I do everything in my power to provide all services that are in the best interest of my client. And in an industry where there are a lot of agents who churn and burn, which basically means that they focus more on the commission rather than the client, I'm the exact opposite. The sales and the transactions and all that stuff comes with time. I'm not, I never really worry about that. I really focus more on the relationship, because I know that if I treat people with respect and get them the house that they need, the business will come, down the road. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you all. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me anytime. Number is 561-670-5145. You can email me, nick@personalhomemanagement.net, or you can look me up on any of the social sites, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and so forth. So hope to hear from you guys soon, and talk to you later. Bye.